Now, before we progress any further through the materials, and frankly, as maybe for some of us a palate cleanser after the why digital photography exploration of an abstract idea such as creativity, because I know it actually makes people uncomfortable, I'm just going to diverge here to tell you a quick story about one of our instructors. One of our instructors has come to us from 40 plus years in the industry, and she is a wonderful, wonderful, dedicated, and talented programmer, but she does not see herself as a creative individual. And it literally makes her uncomfortable when I talk about databases or developers being creative enterprises. It makes her literally queasy. I understand if the previous video has made some of you literally queasy to have to think about that. However, let's just turn the page here. And what are we going to do? Now, this is a strategic bit of thinking. What are we going to do to make something like web photography work for individuals who have embraced more of the creative side of things in my GAT students and with my web students for sure, but also for the students who are coming to us who have not quite yet fully embraced what it means, especially here, to be in a web type class. I think that it is a perfect amalgamation of the two. The strictly speaking art of a topic like digital photography, and strictly speaking, the science of a topic like digital photography. So, as we go through and explore color theory, for some of us, we already have momentum there in color theory. Anybody who's taken Web 101, Web 102, anybody who's been actively enrolled rather in the GAT programs. Great. We're going to advance your idea of that color theory. For those of us who only have an instinctual understanding of what color theory really means, right? That's fine. We're going to be able to help you develop more along that way. We're going to see software. That for some of us is going to be our first foray into photo management, into multiple file managements, into huge amounts of data management. It's going to be some of our students' first foray into things like Lightroom, so like a photo manipulation platform. It's going to be some of our students' first foray into things like DaVinci Resolve or other softwares, which we'll talk about in just a moment here. But so video editing software. And for some of us, it's not going to be our first foray into those. So what we're going to do is, I think, provide everybody with enough inertia, with enough momentum to take wherever it is you are on the spectrum of, digital photography. Complete and total. I've never touched a camera before. It's probably not true, but that's okay. You can feel that way. All the way to, I have literally, my hands have deformed around having to hold a camera. Great. Let's see what we can do to help you express that even more efficiently. So, some of the topics will seem at first glance as if they are not tailored to you. Whomever you are watching the video, if you are one of my GAT students, there are things that at first blush, when we are talking about publishing for the web, may feel as though you don't have a background in that. Don't worry, we will provide the information you need to be successful there. For some of my web students or CIS students or PCT students who are in here, we will make you uncomfortable, I'm sure, when we start talking about color theory, when it is that we're talking about aperture and shutter speed and things like that that you may not have had a ton of exposure to. Well, it's going to be fantastic because you are going to get more of what you need out of that as we go through here as well. So what I am trying to say is that from wherever it is that you are sitting watching this, in GAT, in web, in whatever, that my hope, my expectation, and my goal here is that we will have enough content tailored to wherever your needs are at the beginning and we will have enough content to get you through to where you want to be at the end of the course. So buckle up, have your Wheaties. It's a short course. It's here in the summer, so I know some of the things I'm going to say are going to make your eyes bulge out just a little, and you're going to say, I only have a week. I know we're going to be able to complete this in a satisfactory manner. So we are going to make this work for GAT. We are going to make this work for web, and we are going to have a pretty fantastic time doing it.